Yo, what's going on, boys? Just before we get into the video, I'm trying to hit 10k subscribers by the end of the year. If you do enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It takes literally 1 second and it helps way more than you think. And the best way to support me is to use my creator code in the item shop. Alright, let's get into the video. As you get longer into the video, the tips will get less generic and more original and unique. So hopefully you'll learn something in this video. Alright, let's get into it. The first tip I'm going to be talking about in this video is watching better players and writing down what you learn from them. Watching better players is probably the best way to improve other than playing the actual game yourself. Pick one specific playstyle and try and master that one specific playstyle. Let's say you want to be a mechanical fighter. Watch mechanical fighters and learn how to become a mechanical fighter. If you want to be an endgame fragger, watch the best endgame players that you know and learn how to do that. Specialise in one thing. Aim is the most important mechanic in the game, so you should always be focused on improving that. What's the point in edit course full boxing somebody when you're not going to hit your shots after it? Learn at least one new thing every single day, and by 1 month you have at least 28 new things learned during that 1 month. Set aside some time at the end of the day for VOD viewing and watching back fights and scrim gameplay and learn from it. So not only are you learning from pros, you're learning from your mistakes also. If you die in game, it's always your fault. There's always something you can learn from when you die. If you drop your ego and start having the mindset of every single time you die it's your fault, you'll improve so much, you'll become so much of a smarter player. At the end of the day, make sure that you have the next day planned out so you're managing your time properly and maximizing the amount of time you have grinding. You can take this up another level by going on Google Calendar and planning out your whole week, making sure you know exactly when and what you're going to play, and making sure your whole week is as efficient as possible. Stop blaming your ping or your FPS when you die. You've got to deal with it. That's what you have, that's what you're being given. What helped me when I had a terrible PC grinding, I always knew that there was somebody better than me on a worse situation. So hopefully that will help you stop blaming your FPS and ping when you die. Unless it's physically stopping you from playing, then I don't know what to say, bro. You just gotta save up. And when you're in game and in scrim, confidence is key. You don't want to be double guessing yourself right now. Leave that for VOD viewing later on. In game, your calls and everything is as confident as possible. If you're going to go for a play, you're going for it as confidently as possible. Now is not the time to be double guessing and analysing whether you went for a good play or not. I would recommend buying kovaaks if you haven't got it already. Maybe that's the one thing that's stopping you from having incredible aim. Maybe your mouse control isn't that great. Aimlabs is a free version of kovaaks, however I'd recommend kovaaks over Aimlabs. There are way more scenarios and routines that are personalised for kovaaks, that's why I'd recommend that over Aimlab and any other aim trainer, to be honest. If you want to get better in-game aim, not mouse control, in-game aim, practice in-game aim trainers. There are so many in-game aim trainers that are so good to play, like Headshot Deathmatch, Scavox. There's a lot of these like edit and aim maps by Xanax 60. There's these little Tar Frenzy maps that are really good. Also Raider 464's aim trainers, those are incredible to play. It's literally just aim training against an actual player. What can you do better than that? Play solo scrims if you want to improve your endgame and game sense. Preferably non-zonal scrims, as these are the best for cash cup practice, but no rolly solo scrims are incredible for improving game sense. Be truthful with your skill level. This is the only way you can improve and start going upwards. You got to realise where you are as a player, then see how you can improve from where you actually are, not from where you think you are. Start lying to yourself and saying that you're better than you actually are. The only thing that will happen is that you'll get demotivated because you think that you should be getting better results than you actually should be. Also, be truthful with yourself on how much you actually grind. A lot of people think they grind way more than they actually do, but are just sitting around and watching Netflix and YouTube all day, which goes on to the next tip. Stop watching Netflix and YouTube all day. Set aside a section at the end of the day where you have enough time to relax, watch YouTube, watch Netflix, watch whatever. But just know that Vidil, Reza, Nurali, they weren't coming home and watching YouTube all day. They came home, they grinded, and they had time at the end of the day to do whatever. Especially if you go to school. If you go to school, this is a huge tip. You need to start managing your time properly instead of watching YouTube when you come back on. Because when you come back from school and watch YouTube, you look down at the time, it's been 30 minutes. You look back up, you look down at the time, it's been 2 hours. There you go, your whole time's gone basically. You just gotta wait till tomorrow to grind. So when you come back from school, switch on your PC, instantly do your practice routine. Don't even open YouTube. Boys, you need to enjoy the grind. Make sure that you have a practice routine that you know you're going to do every single day, because there's some fun aspects in there. If you really enjoy playing 1v1s, make sure that you have a lot of 1v1s in there. If you really enjoy playing zone wars, make sure you have a lot of zone wars in there. If you like playing arena, if you like playing scrims, just play a lot of what you like. If you play a lot of what you like, you'll end up on the game way longer than you usually would when you force yourself to play something you don't enjoy playing. Figure out what you need to improve on and improve one aspect at a time. People make the mistake of improving a bunch of aspects at a time. Let me just another terrible analogy, alright? Say in a solo cash you want to improve absolutely everything, so getting refreshes, tarping, looking for height, for low ground, you get what I'm talking about. Imagine all of those skills as barrels, and you need to get those barrels from A to B. A being where they are now, and B being a mastered skill. It will be way better carrying each barrel individually from A to B rather than carrying them all at the same time. All at the same time will take you so much longer than carrying them individually. And as you carry them individually, when you go from A to B, you're getting a lot stronger and you're carrying them even quicker. Yo, that analogy is actually mad. You've got to sub after that one. Okay, so if you're losing a lot of motivation, try and do other things outside of Fortnite. Maybe like exercising, going to the gym, going swimming. Try and do other things during the day that will make you more excited to play Fortnite after. Make you want to grind more. So grinding isn't always something to despise, it's something to look forward to. That could be why players that are in school are better than players that are outside of school. Because while players that are in school, they're always thinking about going back and playing Fortnite and grinding. Like, think about it. Fortnite was way more fun before lockdown when people were actually looking forward to playing. Okay, a serious tip here. Your team is not the reason why you're losing. If you blame your teammates in between a tournament, you're all going to start playing worse. You're all going to start blaming each other and it's going to be an absolute terrible mess. When you make a mistake in game and your team absolutely throws you for it, you're going to play way worse the next game. Try and look out for things that they're going to do and try to get them back basically. While also keep on thinking about the thing that you did last game to mess up the whole tournament. Instead of thinking about the game that you're in right now, and now you and your whole team's attention is divided between a lot of different things. But the team maybe you're fighting off spawn is fully focused and fully ready for the fight, while you lot are all arguing still or thinking about different things, and you will lose that fight. 6 hours of fully focused, fully deliberate practice is way better than 12 hours of messing about playing random stuff in game. I did say you need that aspect of fun, but you need the balance also. You need the balance of fun and also deliberate practice, making sure you're working on your mistakes. When you are playing the thing that you find fun, you're not just messing about and for random clips. Let's think about Mars W. I know he wasn't messing about when he was playing Arena, but I guarantee if he played 3 or 4 hours less, but during the time he did play, he was at least warming up in a piece control map or doing something that would improve his mechanics, he would have improved so much more than the fully grinding arena points. The next tip is to play 1v1s against way better opponents, and when you do, when they inevitably beat you, you ask them what you need to improve on, and because they've just been fighting you for the past 20 minutes, you definitely know what they're exploiting in your weaknesses, so you can ask them. The best tips that I've ever got is from asking players that have just beaten me what I could do to improve. Maybe some of them have just said, yeah, you're ass bro, go KYS. There are some people that genuinely gave me such good advice, and I've then gone and improved on that one thing that they've told me to improve on, and I've gotten so much better from it. Fully just on some anime mentor type stuff. Boys, you need to be surrounding yourself with like-minded players that are just as motivated to be successful as you. You will all motivate each other and lift each other up when one of you is feeling down. However, when you're surrounding yourself with people that are just degenerates, they don't want to do anything in life, then it's GG's bro, you're a product of your surroundings, no matter how much you want to deny it or not. And if you look around and you realise that your friends aren't motivating you, they're probably just putting you down, delete them bro, you don't need to be around those people. And as you focus on yourself, you will find people that are as motivated as you on the way. This next one's a bit, you know, it's situational, but if you have any situation or any opportunity to save up money, save up and reinvest on what you want to do. If you want to become a pro player, reinvest on a better keyboard, monitor, mouse, whatever. If you want to become a content creator, reinvest in a better microphone or buy better editing software or whatever. Start making content. Make content on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. Just make some content, make sure people know your name. If you want to become a pro player, how would you expect to get signed if nobody knows who you are or how good you are? Try and keep a healthy diet, sleep schedule, all of that. People forget about that in Fortnite. It's so important. Staying healthy will keep you motivated. Exercising can even keep you mentally positive. And the last tip is to stop making excuses. Absolutely anything. Do not make an excuse for anything. Nobody owes you anything. Everything's there for you to grind and get yourself. It's gonna give you anything in life. You've got to stop making excuses, just go out and get it, bro. Alright, that is it for me today, boys. If you did enjoy the video, if you do enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Help me hit 10k by the end of the year. If you did make it this far into the video, thank you very much. I appreciate you so much. And see you boys later. See you boys in the next video.